This time on Classic Reviews, we're going to be looking at the 1991 political thriller JFK. JFK was directed by Oliver Stone and stars Kevin Costner, Tommy Lee Jones, and Gary Oldman, and tells the story of Jim Garrison, who is an attorney that starts to investigate the JFK assassination, and through a lot of interviews and just studying the crime scene, he begins to unravel that the JFK assassination may have been a conspiracy and the wrong man was accused. I had actually seen this movie about a month or so ago, but I didn't have time to review it then because October got in the way and I had all those reviews, so now I get to review it, and it's a fantastic movie. After having a bunch of time put away to just think about it, this has become a personal favorite of mine. I love every minute of this film. I watched the extended cut, the extended director's cut of this movie, which is about a little over 3 hours, and it breezes by. It never feels its length, and it's just so good. Every scene in this film feels important, and you learn something new in every scene, and it builds and builds until the very third act, and I love that about this film. Kevin Costner is fantastic as Jim Garrison. He's just a guy that's wanting to learn the facts, do the right thing, and the journey he goes on to get all this information is intriguing and just downright crazy that some of this stuff hasn't been talked about more. Now, I know when this film originally came out, a lot of it was considered just crap and just not to be seen as truthful at all, but in years past, this film has gotten more and more praise for some of the things it brings to light about the JFK assassination that may have been changed or might be different from what people think happened. Did Lee Harvey Oswald really kill the president? Was he the only assassin, or was he set up? This film questions all of that, and it really gets you thinking about the investigation, and it makes me want to read books about it too, which, yeah, a movie makes me want to read books about this, and I just love the tenseness of the film. I love just how intricate it is with all the stuff it explains, because everything in the film feels so important that they pay close attention to getting a lot of the details correct, and it just, as I said, it builds on each other. Each scene, you learn something new, and then you add a little bit of it to the puzzle. And it's in the third act that Jim Garrison finally explains to everybody maybe what may have happened on that day when JFK was assassinated, and it's fantastic, and there's no room to breathe. You're just in there for the ride, and it's one of the best third acts I've seen. I mean, it's a great third act, but in terms of, like, let's say courtroom dramas, it's one of the best third acts of a courtroom drama ever, because it takes place in a courtroom, and he's just giving all this information and connecting the dots, and it's fantastic to watch. Oliver Stone did a great job, not only with this script, but just the directing in general. His cinematography is really good too. This film looks incredible. It's just fantastic, and a lot of the performances are extremely good. As I said, Kevin Costner's great in it. Sissy Spacek's great in it. Tommy Lee Jones is fantastic in this movie. Um, and also, like, it has little small roles that they're not in the movie for long, but they leave a big impact on you, such as Kevin Bacon and Michael Rooker, and especially Donald Sutherland, who plays Mr. X, I think, who really gives Jim Garrison all the answers that he needs. That scene in particular is fantastic and just really interesting. The film overall is just really interesting to watch, and there's never a dull moment in the film. It just flows so well, even for being 3 hours. It never feels its length, which that's an accomplishment right there. Oliver Stone has made this is probably one of his best films, and I don't know how underrated it is. I feel like a lot of people, when they talk about Oliver Stone, a lot of them talk about, of course, movies like Platoon, but this one is just almost perfect. I don't know if I could say it's a perfect film, but it's just nearly there, and I love it. The more I think about it, the more I love it. And who knows, after a few months or so, or maybe rewatching it again, this could be a 10 out of 10. Who knows? But I don't know. But this is a great film, guys, that I think you'll really enjoy. And if you're interested in the JFK assassination all, this is a great film to watch. I think it's very intriguing, it's well written, well performed. It's just a really great film overall. And with all that said, I'm going to give JFK a 9 out of 10. Guys, this is a really great film, and I think you should go out and see it if you haven't, or if you have, see it again. This is fantastic, especially if you're interested in the JFK assassination. I would also recommend there's a documentary series called The Men Who Killed JFK, and that's a really fantastic documentary that I don't think gets a lot of love. It's really interesting, and it's about like 7 episodes long, so like it's really good, and especially if you're interested in the JFK assassination, you have to watch it. It's fantastic, and it works as a nice companion piece to this film. So I say check that out. I'm going to put a link to the playlist down below so you can watch it there. And as always, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next review.